I'm going to talk about GAAP and IFRS. In Afrikaans praat ons van AARP. Dis die algemeen aanvaarbare rekeningkundige praktyk. Dis internasionale standaarde, die IFRS. Of ons praat ook van IFRS. So if you look at what is generally accepted by all people in the world, they basically consist of about 6 concepts that you have to apply. Die rede daarvoor is dat as enige een wat daarna lees, ons het gepraat van stakeholders, we talk about our stakeholders, ons praat van ons belanghebbendes, hulle wil die finansiële state lees, en hulle wil almal weet dat almal verstaan dit dieselfde manier. So to be able to understand it the same way, knowing that it is produced and set forth in a very reliable manner, we call it general accounting standards, principles. You know, the first principle whereby they work, as you've seen, the reason why they do it is because your financial statements on page 257, it was in the English book, and in the Afrikaanse book was dit op bladsy 265. Die rede waarom hulle dit doen is om te verseker dat almal dit kan verstaan, that it is useful to all, dat dit realisties is, dat dit betroubaar is, timely, dat het betyds gelewer word. That people, when they read it, they know that the book should be, and I'm saying, when you read it, you expect all of this, that the people setting it was neutral, and that it's compatible from one year to the other. Dat means dit kan vergelyk, want jy wil weet dat dit wat verlede jaar opgestel is op dieselfde beginsels geskoei as wat hierdie jaar is. Dat dit nie van een jaar na 'n ander jaar verskillende maniere gebruik word om rekeningkunde te doen nie. And this is the basis whereby GAAP AARP has been done. So, I want us to quickly, I've given you 2 sets of notes, the English ones, the Afrikaans ones, and you've got the ones in your textbook. Let's quickly just run through them. Die eerste een is 'n maklike een, die historiese koste beginsel. Die historiese koste beginsel gaan maar nie daaroor dat ons sê, hierdie boeke van hierdie maatskappy of hierdie besigheid, sê alle bates en veral grond en geboue, alle bates se aankoopprys moet gewys word. So the original cost price of assets should be shown in the books. Now when we're doing the asset note this year, you're going to see that we do show depreciation, but we do not show appreciation. Nou as ek sê, jou toerusting en jou voertuie verloor hulle waarde. It depreciates equipment and vehicles over time. We don't say the same thing for land and buildings. Grond en geboue verhoog in waarde oor die tyd. Daarom het ons soos eerste beginsel van historiese kosprys beginsel. Want as jy na die boeke kyk van 'n maatskappy of 'n besigheid, and you look at it and you see, okay, land and buildings are shown at R1 million, and you actually look at the real value of it now, it might be that the value now is about 5 million or more. So when people look at the books of a business, they look at the total fixed assets, and if they do have land and buildings that belong to the business, it's normally, you can say, okay, I think the assets should be worth more. But dit kom waar die historiese koste beginsel. So 'n mens weet, wanneer jy daarna lees, dan jy weet, dit is daar volgens opgestel. Okay, so then we look at the business entity concept. Besigheidsentiteitsbeginsel. Wat ons eintlik maar net vir mekaar sê, en dit ken julle nou al van graad 8 af, is dat die boeke van die eienaar en die boeke van die besigheid moet apart gehou word. So let's check a simple one. You will have a bank account for the business and you will have a bank account for the owner. The owner will keep what he buys for his house, what he pays for water and electricity for his home will be kept separate, and that's where drawings play such a big role. So we know that we indicate drawings separate, so anything that the owner takes will be kept separate from the book. So he can take cash, but we will show it as drawings because he's taking it for his own use. En hy moet sy aparte bankrekening hê. So daarom sal goed soos onttrekkings word aangedui as die eienaar iets vat, dan noem ons dit onttrekkings, wat ons sê, nee, jy vat van ons goed. You taking from our business. Right, en dan het ons die volgende beginsel wat vir julle baie nuut is. Dit is die paringsbeginsel, matching principle. For you, this is still very, very new. You've got no idea what we're saying, so it's just a principle hanging in the air. But you're going to learn about it soon when we start doing financial statements. Dis 'n beginsel waar ons vir mekaar sê, luister, as ons boeke opstel, dan stel ons dit vir die jaar op. So we show annual statements. So any incomes or any expenses that we were supposed to have this year should be shown this year. That is the matching concept. So as ek byvoorbeeld weet, ek moes my huur betaal het, maar ek het nog nie my huur betaal vir Februarie nie. En my jaar eindig